Hello, welcome back. Today's video is going to be about the different diet stages after surgery, the fluids, full fluids, pureed, minced, and then long-term soft solid foods. So I'm going to take you grocery shopping today. I'm going to do a little bit of a time-lapse video for you, and then I'm going to come back home. I'm going to prepare some of these foods, and I'm going to show you what that's all going to look like. So I will see you soon. I'm gonna head into town. Okay. Okay, so that was a quick shopping experience. I did a bit of a time-lapse video for you. This is actually 2 days later, after I went grocery shopping, to now do the meal prep. So I'm going to go over what the different dietary stages are after surgery, how long I will be on them for, and the different foods that I purchased, and what I will be preparing today. The reason for preparing these foods is that I want to make sure that I set myself up for success throughout this whole process, and I think everybody does, and they tell you to do. So I want to be as prepared as possible, so I'm going to prepare a bunch of food today, so that'll be ready for when I come home after surgery, and it'll be easy. I just take it out of the freezer, and I'll show you how I'm going to prepare the food. We're going to go through the cooking, but again, it'll be like a time-lapse video, so you're not watching me cook. It'll just be kind of a quick little video of all that, and then at the end I will come back to a regular video and show you what it is that I did prepare. So the different stages of diets after surgery. Sorry, I'm brain farting today. The first stage is clear fluids, so you'll be on that for about 1 to 2 days, and that is while you're in hospital. So clear fluids, like there's no sugar, no caffeine, no carbonated drinks, so it's strictly just Jello, I believe, is what they feed you. But this happens during the hospital. So clear broth, it also says here as well. So it says I'll be taking probably about 15 mils, about tablespoons of clear fluids every 15 minutes while on this diet. And again, this is done in the hospital, so once I'm tolerating that, I'll be able to come home. So that'll only be for a day or two. This is after my 2 to 4 weeks of Optifast shakes. So I'm sure by the time I'm able to eat solid food, it'll be exciting. My diet stage, the next diet is diet stage 2. That's full fluids, and that's for 2 weeks following day 1 and 2 in the hospital of just clear fluids. So that's blenderized soups, strained soups, low-fat dairy products, and protein shakes. There's going to be a lot of protein shakes because I have to consume a certain amount of protein for life each day. So I got to make sure I do that somehow. Stage 3 is pureed foods from all the 4 food groups. That is following 1 week after diet stage 2. So we're into the 3rd week after surgery. So that's pureed protein foods, pureed foods from all food groups, protein shakes. Diet stage 4, and I'll put little subtitles and whatever so that you can read what I'm trying to tell you, and maybe I'll put a picture of this in the video so you can see it if you want. And then we're on diet stage 4. That's soft minced meat, soft vegetables, and fruit. So that's 1 week following diet stage 3. So now we're up to this is week 4 after surgery. So that includes soft minced protein foods, well-cooked soft vegetables, soft or peeled fruit, cereal, cold or hot, protein shakes. It says to avoid pasta, bread, rice, wraps, and pitas. And then you get to diet stage 5, which is what I will be doing for the rest of my life, which is soft solid fluid foods. This is a lifelong thing, and I've been asked and instructed in this book and through my appointments that you introduce a variety of foods, acceptable foods, as time goes on. So there's certain things that they ask and require of you, and that is to cook your foods with moisture. So whether that be broiling or baking, boiling. The reason for that is because they want as much food in, or as much water in the food as possible so that you can digest it easier, because obviously your pouch is smaller and you have to make sure it's not going to digest as well as your stomach did before. So you have to kind of help break down the foods by chewing, like 30 to 40 chews per bite or something like that. It's in the book here. 25 to 30 maybe, sorry. And cooking with moisture. So they don't really recommend frying, barbecuing, all that stuff. But I have heard from other people that eventually they can tolerate that type of cooking. It just takes time. I also was told that cold water is something that will be could irritate my stomach, which sucks because I love cold water. I drink so much cold water at meal times, and that's been a huge thing for me to try and cut out, is drinking a lot at meal times, and I still struggle with that. I have significantly improved for the most part. I find that at dinner time I will drink a lot if I haven't drank enough throughout the day, but I was drinking probably at least 1 liter of fluids at one meal at a time. Like, I drank a lot with my food, so that has been a huge adjustment to try and get used to, because that I've been drinking with my food, my meals, for my entire life. So that'll be something I'll have to continue on forever, because if I do drink too much, and it has to be half an hour before you eat or half an hour after, because if you drink too much while you're eating, then the pouch will just dump right into your intestine, and it'll cause a lot of discomfort and pain and diarrhea possibly. So yeah, I know, TMI, but that is why we have to, it is recommended to make sure you drink half an hour before and after. So ideally I need to make sure that I drink enough throughout the day, so I don't have to worry about being really thirsty at mealtime. And cooking with moisture, that'll help alleviate that as well. So I think that is it in those dietary stages. So I'm going to take you and show you what's behind me, and those are the different foods that I purchased. And then I'm going to start preparing it, and then I'll show you after, when I'm done preparing it. So just give me 1 second. I'm going to take you off the tripod here. Okay, so here we go. This is, don't mind the apple cider vinegar in the background, that's for my dogs. So you may wonder why I have ice cube trays. So it was recommended that we prepare our foods and put them in the ice cube trays and freeze them, and then put them in Ziploc bags or keep them in here. That way you have the small portions you're gonna need, and they're easily accessible. You just take them out of the freezer and heat them up. So I have 2, 4, 6, 8 trays of ice cube trays. I also just found this, which is Baby Yummy, whatever they are. They're essentially for babies, but it's 140 mils per container. So let me take this out of the package here and show you if I can. I should have done that before, but anyways. Oh, you might hear my dogs in the background too. They're kind of hanging out, wondering what's going on. You can say hello. Say hi, girls. So, and this is what these are. These Baby Yummy things. I found them at Winners. They were $2 a package. Some of the packages were $4 a package. But I think full price are a little bit more than that. So they're little containers that hold about 140 mils. So I can prepare like my protein and vegetables and mix it in here kind of and freeze it. So this will give me options for a little bit bigger meals when I get to that stage. My pouch will only hold a little bit at the beginning, but it eventually will stretch enough to hold up to like 175 mils, I believe. So I bought these. I bought 2 sets. So I have 8 of those. So enough to be able to prep and freeze, which is my ultimate goal. So you'll notice here I did buy frozen vegetables. Not ideal. It's that time of year. Vegetables are expensive. I'm planning on hopefully I'm going to steam these vegetables. And if I don't steam the vegetables, I'm going to use that water to prepare some other food, so that at least there's some. I did buy some vegetables that are raw, and those are green beans, so I will be preparing those as well. And you'll notice that for my protein I have skinless, boneless chicken breasts, and I have extra lean ground beef. I am a huge beef person, so I'm not a big fan of chicken. I used to eat chicken a lot and I got really sick of it, so but I'm gonna have to. So I'm gonna boil my chicken, and I'm going to probably boil my meat, or at least cook it in a pan with lots of water so it's not frying up and getting really dry. Some other things that I got are some soup, light cream of mushroom soup. So I can, just needs to be heated up really. So my plan is to, so it doesn't get wasted, I'm going to actually pour the whole can into an ice cube tray and freeze it, because once it's open it will go gross. So that way it'll keep it fresh for a little while. I've got some vegetable juice here. Not a big fan, and I did get the low sodium because I don't want to kill myself with high sodium. And if I do need to add salt, at least I can control that versus these things with high sodium. I also got some broth, no salt added. Again, if I need salt, I'll add it myself, so that way I can monitor that. So I got a beef and I got a vegetable. I also got, what else did I get? Oh, I got a garden vegetable minestrone soup. I got some creamed corn. We're not really supposed to have that per se because there's sugar in creamed corn, but hey, whatever. Some other things. Oh, I got these Fruit Stations Originals. Oh, I think I might have actually, I got the ones, the no sugar added, except it looks like I accidentally bought one pack of the non, so I won't probably, I'll probably just get rid of that, but they're unsweetened. So what I'll do is either freeze them like this. Probably I'll just freeze them like that, because once they open I may not eat the whole thing and I don't want it to go to waste. So I may just freeze them in their little containers, or put them in ice cube trays. I haven't decided. I got some more soup here, cream of broccoli. This is not a sponsored ad, by the way. These products were purchased and just because that's what looked good. And some creamy tomato soup. I also got some cream of wheat, and I am gonna get some, I have, oh, is that, yeah, instant cream of wheat. Never had it before, but I'm gonna try it. Also, I have, if I can find it, some steel, oh, yes, there we go. Oh. Sorry, I should have had this out, but I forgot I had it. Some steel cut oats, they're recommended as well, so I've got that. So now I'm just going to cook a bunch of this and freeze it and prepare it. So I'm going to do a little video, time-lapse video of that, so you guys aren't bored to death. Okay. I'll be back. Okay, welcome back. So I did some of my meal prep and I'm gonna show you what it looks like. It doesn't look good, trust me. Okay, hold on a sec. All right, so here we are. Here we have pureed vegetables. So this is what this is supposed to be. Garden mixed vegetables. So that's this green pukey looking stuff. This here is pureed beef. Yep, it's pretty gross, but anyways, this is pureed mushroom soup. I had to puree it because the mushrooms were too big. This is the vegetable minestrone soup, and this is pureed chicken. Yeah, that's, and again, another story for a different time. And then I managed to get enough chicken that I have some minced chicken as well. So I will do some more meal prep to do some minced burger, because I do prefer burger over chicken. This is the leftovers I don't have containers for yet. And then I have some eggs. I'm going to prepare some scrambled eggs as well. And then I have the cream of wheat and whatnot. But I'm not going to worry about that right now. I just wanted to get the main hard stuff over because it's a lot of cooking and a lot of prep. The chicken and the beef were boiled and the, pureed with liquid. So I used a beef broth with the beef, because if you don't puree it with a liquid, it won't puree very well. It actually turns into like, it won't do anything. So the chicken is pureed with the boiled water that I used to boil the chicken. So again, everything has to be boiled. We have to cook with moisture, so that's how I chose to cook my meats and vegetables. There's absolutely no salt or seasoning in any of it, so it's quite bland tasting, but hopefully I will be able to add that when I do eat it. Maybe a little bit of garlic powder or something, because it does taste kind of bland. But those are my meals. So hopefully I have a couple more trays in the freezer, but that is what I just completed. So if you have any questions or if you have any comments, please feel free to message me. I think my next video is going to talk about the actual surgery itself and how it's performed. So I think that's all for now. I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.